I'm Bre and this is Aaron Golden. We're coming to you live from the Living Myth Media offices.
Alright, so this week, in addition to watching NXT and Lucha Underground, we also caught part of Raw and the Battleground pay-per-view.
We made the mistake of catching Raw and the Battleground pay-per-view.
Which, to be completely honest, we're really only watching out of our loyalty to the NXT Divas and Kevin Owens.
Commentating is bad, booking is worse, which, I mean, is saying something because the commentating is really freaking terrible. And it's a shame because it's not the wrestlers. The wrestlers are fantastic, and you've got a bunch of idiots that have no idea how to book any of it. Battleground, totally goddamn forgettable.
And Seth Rollins, they tossed him around a whole bunch. Taker showed up.
Oh, one cool thing from Battleground. With Bray Wyatt's name, they did like the fireflies condensing. That was really cool. Yeah. I love Bray. I love Bray. Bray is so damn cool. He's got a really good moveset. He delivers the best promos in the business. And they've totally cut his character off at the kneecaps. And I don't care.
You need to look at what kind of show are you making. You're not making a good show. It's really boring.
No one has any motivation. You don't know who's winning or who's losing. The IC title is basically like a jobberweight belt. I feel so bad for Wade Barrett, because Wade Barrett works his goddamn ass off. And we're going to have to do SummerSlam?
The Divas on Raw.
Yeah.
Wasted.
You're pairing the good divas from NXT against the shitty divas from Raw.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want to see Sasha, Paige, Becky, and Charlotte and Sasha. 3 hours as a pay-per-view works as like a once-in-a-while thing. 3 hours of Raw, particularly when you can't book two. But hey, NXT!
NXT!
NXT is fucking amazing.
It's brilliant. And we started with Finn Balor. He came out in a suit, looking all dapper, celebrating having won the championship from Kevin Owens at Beast in the East. I feel like it was a little late for this moment.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
And the reason why? NXT is taped. I'm glad he got his celebratory moment. Finn Balor does his promo, and we find out that there's going to be a contract signing later on in the night.
Ooh.
And, you know, those always end
everybody loves paperwork. And then after that, we had Eva Marie come out. She had a promo.
Where she was like, hey
and
guys.
A match. Here's my problem with Eva Marie. Is you've had her since you started Total Divas. So that's what, 2.5, 3 years now?
Something like that.
And presumably, she's been working for 2.5, 3 years. And she looks like she's going to actually hurt someone.
Yep.
Because she's not gifted when it comes to the wrestling.
She's not gifted when she comes to the talking. She's...
Well, but let's forget about the promos for now. Let's just talk about the fact, because this is the most important thing. She's a hazard to everyone she gets in the ring with.
Yep.
And she should not be wrestling.
No.
Seriously.
She's going to hurt somebody.
Yep.
Badly. And I don't think she's going to care. It's a very, very dangerous job, but you can minimize risks.
Which is why you shouldn't have someone like that wrestling.
Eva Marie's entrance.
She was dressed like Ric Flair,
dumb.
But somehow it didn't
She kept
work.
trying to, like, kind of do the thing where you spread the robe like a curtsy, but if you're going to spread the robe, why are you wearing the robe? Trying to do the thing like, I'm attractive, and it's like, okay... You're aesthetically pleasing, but you're not attractive. Eva Marie is attractive in the sense that somebody went down with a checklist. Boobs.
Her eyes are dead. There's nothing in there.
Humans do not find her attractive.
No.
Because she has no soul. You know where I think she could actually excel?
Where?
We were talking about how Werewolf McWerewolf and Baron Corbin need like a third wolf person. If she like dyed her hair white and shades of gray, she could pull off like a pretty badass wolf look. The heel valet just sort of like walking, like stalking around the ring. That would be intimidating, and that would work.
Attractive is not working for her at all.
But terrifying would. And it would be an easy transition. Cassie, on the other hand, I cannot wait for Cassie to get like a gimmick and a character going.
Her costuming's starting to come together.
Really, really well. I really like the concept. She's got some incredible kicks. She sells incredibly well.
Especially considering who she was up against.
Yeah, deeply impressed with Cassie.
I think she and Bayley would make a really good tag team.
Yep.
Tyler Breeze cut a promo.
Yep.
He wants an event at NXT TakeOver.
No, it's how he did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so William Regal walks into his office and is talking on his phone, and Tyler Breeze has propped himself up on a table like a piece of art. I love Tyler Breeze, and I love William Regal.
It was the laugh we needed.
Interestingly, Cassie's outfit matches Tyler's.
Oh,
I'm just recognizing that now, yeah. Don't think
so maybe they're starting to place her.
Maybe.
I really love you, Cassie.
Really, we really do.
You're doing fantastic, especially just because they keep jobbing you out. But you're so much better. Baron Corbin versus the Dragon Ball Z dude.
Oh god, Guy Kind is already in the ring but with the Dragon Ball Z armor and loses in under 9 seconds.
Yeah, I counted. It was awesome.
I love your hair, I love your look, I love your armor. I'm really happy that you were there. Also, you might be on the wrong show because on Lucha Underground they actually just assembled the Dragon Balls.
Samoa Joe versus Mike Rawless.
You know, it was quick.
Or was it Wallace or Rollins?
Yeah, we don't know.
We couldn't get your last name and they don't put the names up on the screen.
Not for the jobbers.
But I wish they did,
yeah.
because I like to know.
But Mike...
You let Samoa Joe beat the crap out of you, and I think that's pretty brave.
Yep.
So kudos.
Joe is Joe. Happy to see him. We finally got our Joe's Gonna Kill You chant. See that?
Oh, and he's going to be fighting right now at NXT TakeOver, right before SummerSlam.
Looking forward to.
Way more than SummerSlam.
Yep.
Dana Brooke and Emma cut a promo.
Oh my god. Okay.
You guys have grown so much.
Like, we're going to continue trying to make the Shut Up Dana thing a thing, but Dana, in the 4 or 5 weeks since you have come to the show officially, you have grown so much.
Wow,
and
sweetie.
Is so deeply impressed.
So smug and nasty, and I love you.
Yeah. Emma, I have always been a fan of yours, so I'm really, really pleased to see you doing like the whole evil Emma thing and really owning it and making it work.
Yeah.
You are so good.
The two of you together are a great team.
Awesome.
And then they had a match.
Yeah.
Against Bayley. Emma had broken Bayley's hand in practice, strolled right back into it.
And Bayley's wearing like the brace on her arm, so it's like she's not really ready to come back, but she's going to do it anyway because she's Bayley, and this was a lot of fun.
This was really great. This is what women's wrestling is supposed to look like.
Emma did the submission thing, prying open her fingers, and it looked legitimately terrifying.
Because she's targeting a part of the body that we already know is hurt.
Bayley was kicking her ass.
Oh, yeah.
Right up until Emma managed to re-injure the hand, and working the hand, and working the hand. Very, very effective little story. And then Dana.
Utterly brilliant, Dana Brooke. Bayley's sort of like hanging off the rope a little bit. Dana Brooke's on the edge and she grabs on Bayley's arm and just starts yanking it. And the ref comes by and he's like, stop, stop. And she yells out, and I kid you not, I'm making sure she's okay.
And like gets really hurt and offended that the referee would think anything else.
I would never.
Yeah, that was great.
That was amazing. Thank you.
And then Bayley wins with a belly to Bayley.
Afterwards, she challenged Charlotte Flair.
I want to beat the best, and I'm going to go after Charlotte first. Charlotte looked like she was going to cry. It's such a big thing to be on Raw right now, and she looked really proud of everything that she's accomplished. Bayley, I accept your challenge. And then Dana Brooke walks by. Yeah, speaking of trying, how many times have you tried to win the belt back and failed? I've never gotten that opportunity. And, you know, just is a giant bitch about the whole thing. And Charlotte just like looks like, okay, I need to make this person not be alive anymore. Bayley's gonna have to wait. Dana needs to be put down.
Vaudevillains versus the Jobbers du Jour. Headband and Mohawk.
Yep.
Please just put the names of the jobbers up on the screen so we can tell who's who.
Yeah, Mohawk, you need to lose the Mohawk.
Or grow a side hawk to go with it so that you just have hair.
Headband Mohawk, you guys actually look pretty decent. The black and the red is not working for either of you. The Vaudevillains kind of break my rule because I've got this thing where I really do think about the psychology of wrestling quite a bit, just narrative flow. And so one of my things is you need like two big moves. You need like one move that you need to do as a transition or a comeback, and one to use as a finish. They don't have any big badass move, and they manage to work despite it. I absolutely adore them for it. Aiden English's finisher didn't ever strike me as a big move. It's just he does a lot of little things that add up, and it's just going to add up, and that's how I'm going to beat you, incrementally. Really good match.
Yeah, super fun. Vaudevillains win it. Laku Murphy and Alexa Bliss cut a promo.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to actually seeing the match.
Then we had our big contract signing. So William Regal brought out Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, and they smack talked.
Yeah.
And then they smacked.
Interesting night.
Any final thoughts on NXT?
This was a really good show. It was solidly put together. A lot of stuff happened.
The only flaw in tonight was Eva Marie.
Yeah, it was a major flaw.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I don't want people to, like, lose their jobs, but I don't understand why she's employed. And that brings us to
Lucha Underground. Which, if you're not watching Lucha Underground,
watch
Lucha Underground.
Doesn't matter if you like wrestling or not, because it's not a wrestling show. It's like
not.
Some weird...
It's amazing.
I don't even know where to begin with what this show is, other than, wow.
Yes.
There is wrestling in it, but it is not about wrestling. It is about some weird Aztec cult.
Yeah.
In the modern day that is like fighting for the soul of Mexico.
We started with Dario in his office with Big Rick, who up till now we've been referring to as Nick Fury.
Yes, the cigar and the eye patch, and they make a bunch of eye puns.
It's great. Basically, stuff. Dario offers him money or power. He chooses both, and ends up with one of the Aztec medallions.
As we like to call them, the Dragon Balls.
And then we had Johnny Mundo fight Tejano.
Mundo is incredible.
They're so fast.
Yeah. Oh god, Mundo in particular.
Mundo is so fast.
Mundo is ridiculous. No one even comes close. This is a much dirtier style than the WWE. Sometimes it's like things are definitely not going right and they're just going to run with it anyway.
One of the things I really like is there aren't really any jobbers. Every fight actually matters. Johnny Mundo and Tejano are fighting, and then Cisco and Cortez, two of the goons
of Chavo Guerrero.
Johnny Mundo's like, hey, you guys hate this guy? I hate this guy.
Let's all beat him up.
So then they pound on him, and then El Patron comes to the rescue. Now, El Patron and Tejano aren't really getting along either, but it's very much an enemy of my friend situation.
And I really like El Patron. We got to see him just, murder the shit out of the two goons. And it's like he could have done the same thing to Tejano, and then he's like, no, I give you the nod of respect.
Dario was all over Lucha Underground tonight.
Oh, God.
Really gearing up for Ultima Lucha.
Vince McMahon, Triple H, and various authority figures take note, because Dario did this perfectly.
Yes. He drew Hernandez into the office.
Hands him a beer. And it's a light beer, so Hernandez just sort of puts it to one side, and Dario's like, no, you will have my beer.
Dario's like, the believers in the temple, they really hate you. Your match at Ultima Lucha, I'm gonna give them all belts. And if you get knocked out of the ring, they can hit you with the belts.
Or Drago if they feel like it, but let's face it, it's mostly
they're
going to be you.
Probably gonna hit you.
And Hernandez goes, well, if they hit me, I'm going to hit them back, so I hope your insurance is ready. And it was funny, because later on when they were running down the card for Ultima Lucha, they go, yeah, a strap match where, everybody in the crowd has a thing, but beware, because Hernandez might hit you back.
Yeah.
So hit Hernandez at your own risk. Awesome. Just, the small details of this show just make it.
The Mac versus Cage.
Again,
Banana Pants. Redesign your trunks, please, Mac. Please.
Also, dude.
What was with that flippy thing?
That was awesome. Holy God.
How can you bend that way?
Great. Wow. Match was super quick. Lasted maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Cage got a bunch of offense, and then Mac reversed something. Got the pin out of nowhere. And apparently that wasn't good enough for Cage. So the fight went on.
It turned into a complete brawl. They're up in the stands.
And
security is trying to tear them apart. It was great.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Dario comes out of his office. Is like, what the hell is this? Every week you two.
Yeah.
Why can't you just stop touching each other? Okay, fine.
At Ultima Lucha, I will gather every weapon in my arena and I will leave it around the ring and you can just kill each other then.
Yes.
The medallion
revealed. This will give you the power of the gods. Reveals inside a box a belt. And the belt has 7
sections.
And each section has a little hole designed for one of the medallions. And he explains, okay, so whoever possesses this belt with all of the medallions in it can challenge for a title shot anytime they want. But none of this instant bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, say, a money in the bank kind of bullshit. No, you tell me when you want your title shot and give me a week to promote it.
Fairer,
yeah.
I think, than Money in the Bank. Because really, they just use Money in the Bank to cheat.
Yep. It is still a belt, so it is something that has to be defended. Once it's called in, the medallions separate and need to be fought for again. Oh, and the belt was magnetic?
Yes.
And the medallions were magnetic?
And it looked so cool. I mean, we knew that there were magnets in there, but to see them, like, hold it just outside and have it just go whoosh in.
It's a small thing.
It's
Magic!
Aztec magic, guys. We know it's a magnet.
Yeah, but this is...
But we don't care that it's a magnet
because
it's
storyline-wise,
awesome.
it's great. The thing is, of course, there are 6 people that hold medallions. There does need to be a 7th. And the guy who won the initial medallion was actually taken out by Mil Muertes.
Phoenix.
Fed to Mil Muertes by Dario, who doesn't like him. But then Phoenix comes back out. Dario kind of looks at him and goes, "You're too late. I have a battle royal. That's what's going to determine it. But I'll tell you what, I'm feeling merciful. You can be in the battle royal."
I kind of wanted it to be Delvari.
Yeah.
But...
Because storyline-wise, that would have been really interesting in the battle royal. With Davari and Big Rick.
For it to come down to just the 2 of them.
Yeah. Phoenix won the thing that he had already technically won.
Yep.
And
against Moth. At the very end, Prince Puma was going to finally speak.
That didn't happen.
No, he got interrupted by Katrina, Mil Muertes, and the Zombadors.
And he murdered the Zombadors.
Yeah.
They tried to jump him and he was just like, nope.
However, we had been super stoked to see them fight at Ultima Lucha.
He took out Mil Muertes in seconds, like it wasn't even a problem, and then hit his finisher and was staring down Katrina. Yeah. And unless he's going to end up fighting Katrina, I don't care now. Because he just beat Mil Muertes.
Yeah, you just took all the power out of your villain.
Puma just devoured them in minutes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in Ultima Lucha.
Yeah.
It took the wind out of those sails for me.
It did. Still really looking forward to that match.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Just not as much as I was.
At least the other stuff in the Ultima Lucha card looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Show of the night?
NXT.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
However, unfortunately, I need to disqualify NXT.
How come?
Eva Marie.
That's fair.
Yep. So, my winner by disqualification, Lucha Underground.
Still going to run with NXT despite Eva Marie. Just felt like a stronger show and it didn't undercut itself the way that...
No, NXT undercut itself at the beginning
yeah.
by sending out Eva Marie, and then the entire show we were able to forget about her.
Yeah.
It's really just, they left the bad taste in your mouth instead of giving you the bitter pill first.
Yeah.
So there were flaws with both shows tonight.
Yeah, there were. Match of the night.
Emma versus Bailey.
Agreed.
We watched a lot of women's wrestling this week.
Yep.
Because we watched Battleground, we watched the Divas on Raw, I watched Total Divas, and we watched NXT.
Emma really works as a heel. Bailey is an outstanding babyface. She is the babyface. She is the epitome of babyface. And they worked a really good match together.
The flavor from Dana Brooke.
Like, shut up, Dana. Amazing. By the way, when we're saying shut up, Dana, we're cheering you.
Yeah, because we love you now.
Yeah.
MVP?
Dario. He just tied everything together and does it so incredibly well.
He's charismatic and enthusiastic.
He's not particularly fond of the faces or the heels. Just kind of annoyed that these people are there, but he really loves Lucha. And it makes her a very, very interesting dichotomy. He's just a really interesting character. And he tied everything together. He was all over the place.
Thank you for watching.
Good night, everybody.